That's right, Lori. Well, while minorities have been arrested and overrepresented in jails during the war on drugs, there's concern about the underrepresentation of minorities in the legal cannabis business. One man that I spoke with said that he hopes Sessions' announcement will broaden the conversation and get more people of color at the table.
What the Jardine signature is, oh my God, it's so variable, there's no word for it.
In a conference room on the 12th floor at a SeaTac hotel, there are only a handful of people that look like Aaron Bossett.
I'm in a room full of people who are interested in progressing the legal cannabis space, but I'm also the only black male representing an entire community, an entire state at this point. I have to wear that on my back, where they get to represent individually.
Bossett, a cannabis industry consultant, hopes the realities around this week's announcement from the Attorney General will open the door to have a larger conversation on the racial disparities in the legal cannabis industry.
The Judge Sessions decision only goes after the rich and the privileged. It has no effect on the already affected communities because we're not involved.
In 2016, the Seattle Times did a breakdown of the diversity of ownership in the legal pot business in Washington. Asians represented less than 8%. Black and Latinos were less than 4% of legal pot owners in the state. Those in the industry say it often comes down to this question.
Who has access to capital?
Oscar Velasco Schmitz, who is on the board of the Cannabis Alliance, says private equity has fueled this industry.
Minorities having less access to capital resources are less represented within the cannabis industry. And the larger group does have access, and so their representation is much larger.
For Aaron, he hopes those in this room will make a push towards inclusion for the future.
So there has to be some kind of conscious effort to change what's going on right now.
While the Washington State Liquor and Cannabis Board does not keep numbers on minority-owned cannabis business, a spokesperson says there is a conversation around addressing the disparities in ownership. In the newsroom, Jenna Hanchard, King 5 News.